In the United States alone, there are over 50 million acres of wheat. But in order to grow crops on such vast scale, farmers need to provide them with more nourishment than is found in soil alone. What they need is a little help from fertiliser. And one of the most important ingredients in fertiliser is potassium salt. It's this valuable salt which helps crops retain nutritious sugars and boosts their resistance to disease. The main source of potassium salt is from a mineral called potash. The problem is that while some potash occurs naturally in the topsoil, there's nowhere near enough to feed our hungry modern crops. So, in order to get enough of this essential mineral, they need to dig deep. And here in Boulby, northeast England, is Europe's deepest potash mine. This one mine produces over half of all the potash used in Britain. It's 8 a.m. and a team of 400 miners are making a marathon journey which will take them over 1,200 metres down towards the centre of the earth. This mine is so deep you could stack 3 Empire State Buildings inside this shaft and still not reach the surface. When these guys step out of the lift, more than 1,200 metres under the Earth's crust, they arrive in an incredible subterranean tunnel system totalling a staggering 900 kilometres. But their journey doesn't end here, because next they must travel another 20 kilometres, far out under the North Sea, to the pit face currently being mined. The potash they're mining was formed millions of years ago, when a prehistoric ocean covered this part of Britain. As this primeval ocean evaporated, it left behind rich seams of salt. These contain both ordinary rock salt and the highly valuable potassium salt, or potash. Each of the seams is up to 20 metres thick. And every day these miners are tasked with hacking out 16,000 tonnes. That's the same weight as 80 jumbo jets.
Basically, it keeps the company going and it pays me my wages. Yeah. Nice talk to you, but I've got to get away, lad.
It's a hazardous business. The potash they're mining is crumbly and consequently walls can collapse without warning. In fact, when potash was first mined, it was one of the most dangerous jobs on Earth. So in order to make it safer, a team of geologists first decide where to dig, and then 10 huge remote-controlled digging machines set to work.
This is the 1060 Ellie miner. It actually cuts into the seam of potash, chews away at the face, cuts the face, puts it into this car, shuttle car, sends it to conveyors. After a while, it's like driving a car. You know, once you got used to it, you never forget how to drive early mining.
These huge remote diggers allow them to safely mine the potash in shaly sections without prior blasting. Powered by electricity via cables from the surface, each of these subterranean monsters can chew out 200 tonnes of potash every hour. Meanwhile, the entire mine is continuously monitored with a digital microseismic system to ensure safety. But gouging the potash out is only the start of a long journey from bedrock to meadow. The mining machines discharge into electric shuttle cars. These run to feeder breakers which break the potash into a manageable size. Via a special shaft, the bite-sized potash then travels over a kilometre to the surface, moving at 18 metres per second on a giant conveyor belt. In theory, the raw potash could be sprinkled straight onto the soil. In fact, that's exactly what organic farmers do. But to make the potash more effective, they need to extract the valuable potassium salt from the clay and sodium salt that it's bound to. To do this, the rock is first crushed and then put through a series of soakers, which separate the potassium salt from the ordinary salt and clay. Next, it's dried and screened and converted to granules by a compaction circuit. The result is user-friendly granules of pure potash fertiliser, ready to be scattered across fields all over Britain. It's been an epic journey, from prehistoric ocean to subterranean bedrock, via an incredible process of mining and refining to ultimately produce sacks of farmyard fertiliser, without which there'll be no toast on our breakfast table.